know that there's a difference between a soulmate, a twin flame, and a karmic flame. In this video, I want to discuss twin flame, soulmate, and karmic soulmate. I know that the reason why you watch tarot videos is for you to understand what this person is thinking about you and all that stuff. Well, why did they leave you? When are they coming back? So sometimes you could be chasing the wrong people. You're staying in this energy of like going through karmic after karmic after karmic after karmic after karmic relationship, thinking that that is something that you're supposed to do. Okay. So you need to know the difference between a twin flame and a karmic twin flame. So those are two of the energies that I'm going to be focusing on today. A soulmate connection, I will not really touch in. I will not really go into that because I feel like with soulmates, those are like your family members, your sister, your brother, people that you have like a strong connection with, a strong bond with. They can also be lovers. However, the relationships are not the relationships that will get you to come here on YouTube and watch tarot videos. Usually relationships that will get you to come here on YouTube and watch tarot videos are karmic or twin flame relationships. Those are like relationships that have a lot of uncertainty, where you feel like there's no clarity. Your soulmate will be someone it's quite healthy, the relationship, if you're dealing with a soulmate. Even if there's a breakup, it could be mutual. Even if it's not mutual, you will not be left trying to find answers. Relationships that cause a lot of confusion are the karmic relationships and the twin flame kind of relationships. I know that every reader, we want you guys to come and watch our readings every day and donate to the channels, like and subscribe. We like that. However, I feel like I'm morally obligated as a reader to warn my viewers. I don't want you to be watching 100 videos of tarot a day. That is very detrimental to your mental health. So you can't continue to watch this video here and then you go watch the other video. You end up being confused. Then the whole day you're thinking about this person and what they're thinking with regards to you, what are their plans when it comes to you. That is very unhealthy. So, and that's not how you're going to grow. So you need to know if you're dealing with the karmic or you're dealing with the twin flame. And it's very important for you to know this, because if you're dealing with the karmic and you're not aware of that, you keep on attracting those same energies and you stay on YouTube. You've been watching tarot readings for 10 years now and you're still waiting for that person that said they're going to come back. So it's very imperative for you to know what you're dealing with so you can be able to heal those sides of yourself. If my goal here on YouTube is just for me to do readings and people actually find the people that the love of their lives and they don't need to keep on watching tarot readings, I'll be so happy because I will know that my mission has been completed. It's not for me to keep on doing videos, for you to keep on pouring into my channel and watching and getting me views and all that, just for me to make a quick penny. That is not why I do tarot. I'm doing tarot to bring awareness to this energy and spirituality kind of life, and also just to bring you clarity in your life. Because I know that some of these readings that I do, I'm not doing readings for... You can be watching and you feel like you resonate with the reading. However, because I do pick up on a lot of karmic energies and narcissistic energies when I'm reading. And I would even say that you're dealing with a narcissist. This person is quite narcissistic. And those kind of energies are usually like very karmic in nature. They could be karmic soulmates as well. But I feel like it's not I'm not supposed to say it because everyone has free will. However, I need to just warn you, be careful of repeating that cycle of when you're dating the same energies over and over again. You keep on meeting people that are unavailable, that you have to keep on coming here on YouTube to find out what are they doing, what are they thinking, why aren't they calling? And you don't know why you keep on attracting those same energies. You'll be like, oh, this one has to be my twin flame. I'm sure this is my twin flame because when I met them, they say, with this, a twin flame is about this. And no. So in this video, I will also explain a few things about the difference between a twin flame, a soulmate, and a karmic. So I don't have any notes, so I'll just be like going with the flow. If you feel like the message is all over the place, please bear with me. I'm an air sign, I'm Aquarius. So I tend to float. However, I'm just going with the flow. However, I hope you get all the information that you need and you don't continue to put yourself in this loop of like going through the same thing over and over and over and over again and having to watch like 100 readings to a point where your mental health now is a mess. You don't know whether they're coming back or you have to wait or what. Find a reader that you resonate with and stick with them. That's what you gotta do. And watch one reading a day or two. Don't be watching like 100 readings, 5 readings. I even got an email from one lady She was like, is it healthy for me to watch a lot of tarot? And I was very honest with her. I was like, absolutely not. Even though I'm a reader and I would love to see 10,000 views, 100,000 subscribers, that will make me very happy. I am morally obligated because I'm not an entertainer. I'm here to do tarot, and it's a gift. It's a spiritual gift that I don't want to squander and just use to mislead people. I'm not here to be like a false prophet. So I have to warn you that no, don't put yourself in that cycle of watching videos over and over and over again and not having a life. Limit the times you're watching videos. It's going to stress you out. It's going to bring a lot of confusion. And it's also advisable, if you can, to get a personal reading. If you get a personal reading, you get more detailed information that is tailored to you. You can get a personal reading once a month or twice a month. It's not really that much of a problem. But if you keep on seeking for information here and here and here and here and here and here, that is going to confuse you. Trust me, it's going to confuse you. I'm just wondering if you know the difference, because sometimes you can be in a loop thinking that you're dealing with the twin flame and you might be dealing with the karmic. So it's very imperative that you know, because usually a karmic and a twin flame, they usually have similar characteristics, because both of these kind of relationships are very intense and they are quite sudden. When you meet this person for the first time, you feel like you have known them forever. So karmic soulmates and twin flames are usually very similar. With a twin flame, this is somebody that you share a soul with. So it is one soul that's split into two. So this is your other better half. Your soulmate is not your twin flame. It's not like the soul that you were born with. However, it's like your soul family. Your soulmate can be family members, friends that you meet along the way, even lovers as well. But the connection is not tumultuous. It's just very, very beautiful and calm. There's boundaries and healthy. So soulmate relationships are usually quite healthy. Obviously, each and every relationship is going to have ups and downs, but if you're dealing with a soulmate, there is hardly ever any chaos compared to when you're dealing with a twin flame or a karmic. So when you're dealing with a twin flame relationship and a karmic relationship, when you meet the person for the first time, you will feel like you have known them for a long time. You feel like you've known this person before. That is one of the characteristics of a twin flame and a karmic relationship. And the connection can be sudden in both parties. When you're dealing with like a karmic and a twin flame, both of these kind of relationships, the connection could feel very sudden. When you meet the person for the first time, it just feels like you're having this instant connection, like it's very unbreakable in the beginning. And another characteristic is that the connection is very tumultuous. So ups and downs, break up, make up, break up, make up. This could be a twin flame and also a karmic relationship. And both of these connections, they mirror your insecurities. However, when you're dealing with a twin flame, they will mirror the things that you are hiding inside of yourself that make you amazing, that make you unique. For instance, if you're an artist and you used to maybe like be an artist when you were growing up, and maybe a parent told you that you can't make money from that art, you must just like let it go. And people didn't really appreciate those gifts that you were born with, those natural talents, maybe for reasons that they don't make money or they're just not significant. When you meet a twin flame, the twin flame would want to bring that side of you, because the twin flame is you. They understand you better than you understand yourself, and you understand them better than they understand themselves. There's just no one understands you or knows you better than your twin flame. So the twin flame is going to bring out those greatest qualities about you when you're dealing with the twin flame. That's how you are able to differentiate whether this is a twin flame or a karmic relationship. A twin flame relationship will be very tumultuous and triggering as well. However, it brings out the best in you. So it triggers you to be your best self, your best self. If you are somebody that maybe likes to sing or write music, a writer, and you've never been appreciated for that side of you, so you decide to bury it inside of your soul, you connecting with the twin flame will help you bring out that side of you. Your twin flame is like yourself. And usually when you're dealing with the twin flame, you want to become the greatest version of yourself, because it's like you reach this understanding of you knowing that this person deserves me at my best. Same applies to them. When they meet you, they know that you deserve them you deserve them at their best. So they will not come to you lacking. So usually when there's like a lack in the connection, there's going to be a separation for you to go work on yourself and for them to go work on themselves, for you to come back again together in this same lifetime. reconcile again when you are better, when you're in a better place, because there's a need to impress the other, because you know, it's like you're dealing with yourself. You know that you love this person, they love you too. You know that this part of yourself deserves the best you. That is the kind of connection that twin flame connections are. They're very tumultuous as well, very triggering. However, they bring out the best in you. Unlike a karmic relationship is also going to teach you lessons, just like a twin flame relationship. However, a karmic relationship has a tendency to bring out the worst in you. It makes you you could also, if you're dealing with a karmic relationship, you could also maybe start drinking a lot, indulging in toxic activities just to escape the pain. So it's not something that makes you become a great version of yourself. It's just something that makes you like destroy yourself. A karmic relationship is also there to teach you lessons. And usually in a karmic relationship, you are dealing with someone that mostly reminds you of your most difficult parent. So if it's a karmic, this person will remind you of your mom or your dad. You might not really know it subconsciously, but that's how it is. You might find that the characteristics that this person has, your most difficult parent has them. If you're dealing with someone that is emotionally unavailable, you might find that you had a parent that was also emotionally unavailable. If you're dealing with someone that is critical, you might find that there's someone that is in your family, a guardian or somebody like that, that you looked up to, that you counted on for affection, that was also like that. Or if you have a person, you're dealing with a person that is also like a cheater, not very faithful, you might find that you have a parent that is also faithful. If you're dealing with if you meet a karmic and they're like, if you find yourself in a relationship where you feel like you need to take care of that person, like a codependent relationship where you feel like you need to fix that person, you need to pour into that person, you might find that is the same dynamic that you saw when you were growing up. Maybe you had your parent that was like doing the same thing with their partner in that relationship. So that was quite normal for you. So the reason why you meet a karmic is for you to heal those things, bring them out so you can heal them. So they're very painful, very transformative relationships. Like you're going to transform usually when you're coming out of a karmic relationship. And if you do not transform, you're going to continue attracting the same types of energies. So you'll continue to attract these karmics, attract them over and over and over again until you heal that side of yourself that needs healing. So there's no way, if you're dealing with someone that is making you become the worst, where you find yourself drinking and smoking and indulging in negativity, there's no way that is your twin flame. That is not a twin flame relationship, that is a karmic. It's usually there to destroy you, break you down so you can be reborn. Scorpio energy, rebirth, death and rebirth. So you go through that transformation. So usually that is karmic energy. A twin flame energy is also very tumultuous because you feel things very intensely, both of you. So there could be like this exaggerated reactions to normal mundane things, because there's this tendency to feel things very deeply, and when you are together, that emotion is heightened. So you can have arguments like any other couple. Doesn't mean that it's not a twin flame connection. However, you feel this urge to become the greatest version of yourself. And the twin flame connection is someone that it's like they want to treat you well. There could be obstacles based on how they were raised and also their beliefs. However, you will know that this person loves me, and there's a need that they always need to protect you, irregardless of what is happening in the connection. So it doesn't mean that the connection is going to be perfect. It's just that a twin flame connection is not someone that is going to lead you to your destruction. It's something that is going to lead you to your elevation in life and your transformation. So that is some of the differences. So I know I didn't really talk about everything in this video because I have no notes. I'm just telling you based on what I know. So maybe I'll do another video in the future where I'm going to go in detail. So that's how you need to know these differences so you don't keep on repeating the cycles. I don't want you to keep on attracting the same energies. Don't keep on attracting energies that are when you're dealing with karmic energies, you always attract people that are emotionally unavailable, abusive people that will neglect you. That is karmic energies. There's something in yourself that you need to heal. And also another part of healing is just recognizing that this is not healthy. This is a problem. That is the first step of healing, recognizing that you have a problem. Don't romanticize people. Don't romanticize the situation. See things for exactly as they are. If you're dealing with someone that is emotionally unavailable, don't tell yourself that, oh, maybe they're just going through something. you also go through something. And when you're going through something, if you love someone, you still want to reach out and tell them that, hey, I'm just going through something at this point. I'm going to contact you when everything goes well. I just want to work on myself. You understand, you understand common courtesy. So don't make excuses for people, because people are going to mistreat you, take advantage of your understanding nature. So don't let that happen to you. Those are mostly karmic relationships. Don't make any, because usually with a parent, you'll be making excuses for your parents because you love them. So if they used to emotionally neglect you or be unavailable, I'm sure you'll be making excuses when you're growing up that, oh, maybe they're just working. You understand? So you need to recognize what that problem is and heal it. Ask yourself, what is it about me that keeps attracting this emotionally unavailable person? In different bodies, same energies in different bodies. It's because there's something in me that needs to heal. So I need to let go of that feeling that I'm not worthy of love. I need to know that I am worthy of love. I deserve love. I deserve someone that is available for me, someone that cares about me, someone that will be there for me. I'm not saying that this person is to be with you all the time. However, if they are going through something, they need to at least communicate. So you don't need to be wondering, why aren't they talking to me? Why did they ghost me? Why? You understand, those kind of relationships are not twin flame connections. And another point is that not everyone is on a twin flame journey on this right now in this lifetime, because we do have like the reincarnation where you have to come back again. You might find that this lifetime is not your lifetime to be meeting a twin flame. You're going to be meeting a lot of karmics, just for you to transform yourself and become the greatest version of yourself. You will meet a lot of soulmates, obviously, because soulmates are guaranteed. However, twin flame relationships are quite rare. They are not relationships they are not those kind of relationships that make you become the worst version of yourself. I know that people in this spiritual community have this misconception that a twin flame should be somebody that puts you through pain and all that. No. Twin flame makes you become the greatest version of yourself. The pain that you experience from dealing with the twin flame is because they mirror you. You mirror each other. So stuff about themselves that you don't like, it's stuff about yourself that you don't like. Stuff about you that they don't like, it's stuff about themselves that they don't like. If you're dealing with the twin flame and then you are someone that you are overtly maybe like clingy, possessive, and you want to be with this person all the time, and maybe they're pulling away. They're like, it's a runner-chaser relationship where they want to pull away from that energy because it's so uncomfortable for them. It's because that is what is buried inside of themselves, and they have hidden that side of themselves because they saw it as weakness. They felt like it was uncomfortable. Maybe they had parents or maybe other people that raised them, that made them feeling like that, feeling like you're in love. It's irrational, emotions are not real. So, however, this person will make an effort to be there for you. They will make an effort to be what you need them to be. That's what happens when you're dealing with the twin flame. A twin flame is a relationship that can even last a long time. You're lasting a long time. You're going through these ups and downs, but you can't separate. But when you're dealing with the karmic, everything happens fast. So everything happens so quickly, very fast. Like, oh, everything is like intense very quickly, and then it just bends down very quickly as well. Then you have this energy of like wanting to chase that high and that feeling again. That is not a twin flame connection. You are probably dealing with like a narcissistic energy vampire that is like a karmic, there to teach you lessons. Also teach you to love yourself. You need to ask yourself, what is it about me that feels like I don't deserve love? What is it about me that makes me feel like I deserve someone that constantly puts me through these cycles of pain? So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I know I do tarot, and I would want to have like a lot of people watching my videos, but I don't want you to be in a situation where you need to be watching tarot readings just to understand how your partner is feeling. Tarot is fine, you know, if you're doing it in moderation, but when you're like constantly like going through video after video after video after video, because you are so lost, it can be very detrimental to your mental health. So avoid doing that. Obviously, as a tarot reader, I would want you to come back and watch my readings every day so I can have a lot of views, but that is not the reason why I do tarot. I want to do tarot to make a difference in people's lives. I don't want it to just be sucking sucking the life out of people, and just, I don't want to use my spirituality in that way. So I felt like I should tell you this. I don't want you to stay here binge watching tarot channels because you feel lost. Go out there, live your life. You can watch one video for clarity, and then when you're done, go out there, read a book, take a walk, cook yourself some nice dinner, meet other people, go out on dates, take yourself out on a date, have lunch, have a glass of water, have a glass of juice, have a glass of wine, enjoy yourself. So don't be like sitting in your room, on your bed every day, just like trying to understand, crying, like, because you get confused when you're watching this reading and this reading is telling you this, then you go watch another reader, the other reader is telling you that. So you must stick to one reader. When you find a reader that you resonate with, it doesn't have to be me. There's a lot of other readers here on YouTube. And then you feel like you resonate with that reader, maybe you must stick to that reader. Because if you're watching from this reader, you're watching from this reader, you get confused. This person is telling you this person is telling you that, this person is telling. Next thing you feel stuck. Next thing you get yourself stuck for years and years and years. You are stuck in that same feeling. So you need to know these things. I decided to just do this video. Please subscribe to my second channel. I'll be discussing more about spirituality. I'm going to compile notes, so when I start speaking about these things, I can be able to go into detail. I just thought I should just give you a few differences when it comes to like karmic soulmates, twin flames, and soulmates. So you know, with your soulmate are those relationships that you're going to have maybe with your mom, dad, family members, friends, very beautiful relationships that are very calm. They are healthy, good kind of relationships. But if you're dealing with like a twin flame, it's a very high vibrational energy. You're dealing with high vibrational transformative energy. It's going to break you down just to build you up. So usually after a twin flame breakup, you become the best version of yourself. That's how you know you were dealing with the twin flame. So even if the breakup was not such a good breakup, you will become the greatest version of yourself. You become a powerhouse. All the hidden things about you that were good, that you felt like you were crucified for when you were growing up, they start to come out, those hidden gifts. If you are a singer, you're going to start enjoying singing. If you're a writer, you'll start to write. Very transformative energies when you're dealing with the twin flame connection. If you're dealing with the karmic, you become the worst version of yourself. Both of these connections are very painful. With the karmic, it's very painful. With the twin flame, it's very painful. However, after a twin flame connection, there's a lot of like growth, transformation. Growth is painful. There's a lot of like death and rebirth energy, and it's going to be painful. However, you will even tell yourself that after I broke up with so and so, I became so successful. I became so great at this. I wrote a book. I started taking care of myself. I lost weight. I went to the gym. I started like elevating my life, because that connection encourages you to be a better version of yourself, because we are dealing with like your other self, your other half. A twin flame connection is two halves of one soul. So you're dealing with yourself. You tend to mirror each other. And obviously, when you go to your deep core self-center without any conditioning from this earth, your programming is unconditional love. You came into this planet with that energy of like unconditional love and purity. That's why when you're dealing with children don't know this person is a murderer or a rapist or a prostitute. Children are just children. They are not judgmental. However, when you start to grow here on this planet and then life is going on, you start to get the conditioning of this planet that makes you feel like you are not worthy of things and you don't deserve love. So when you meet your twin flame, it's like you're meeting yourself, and obviously you don't want to hurt yourself. So there's a need to want to become the greatest version of yourself, even just for that person. That person will encourage you to become the greatest version of yourself. I'm not saying that you're living for them. You're not living for that person. However, they trigger something in you that makes you feel like this person deserves me at my best. And by so doing, it's you saying to yourself that I deserve me at my best. This life that I've been living, like, it is so beneath me. I deserve greatness. I deserve to be great. Because you finally met someone that gives you that feeling of completeness. So, and I also feel like a twin flame connection is so high vibrational that it's difficult to survive on this planet if you're in that connection. So I don't see it as a connection where you end up marrying. I don't think people marry their twin flames. I know, contrary to like belief, And I know with the spiritual community, they will go, there you go, how to meet your soul twin flame and marry them. I honestly don't think it's possible for you to marry your twin flame, because the connection is so deep and so intense to a point where it is not natural in this 3D world that we live in. When you're dealing with your twin flame, this is someone that you can even read their mind. You understand each other so well. It's like they don't have to say anything for you to understand what they are saying. Same applies to you. You don't need to say anything for them to understand what you're saying. If you're in the same room, you understand each other. You can communicate without even talking. And with the twin flame connection, you have a tendency to communicate even in the 5D realm. You might dream about this person. This person might be sending you messages in the 5D with the twin flame connection. So it's something that is not of this earth. This earth is too materialistic to be able to experience that kind of like a connection. And with the twin flame connection is unconditional love. And as humans, I find that no matter how pure we say we are quite incapable of unconditional love, even though we try. We are close to it, but it's impossible for a human being to express that kind of like unconditional love. Because unconditional love could also mean that a person could be like, wake up and be like, I don't want to be with you anymore, and I want to love another person. And you still love them unconditionally, and you understand it's very difficult for us humans to be in that situation where we are able to give love without condition. So I feel like that's why twin flame connections are hardly able to survive on this planet. However, I do believe that you are going to reconcile on the earthly plane. You're going to reconcile in other lifetimes, because we don't only reincarnate and come to earth. You know, there's plenty of places that we go to. You know, this universe is very big, massive. Earth is like a drop on the ocean of that is the universe. So we do reincarnate to other planets, to other places, other planes of reality, 5D reality as well, where we reincarnate as spirits, as spirit guides as well. So I feel like a twin flame connection will be able to survive in a more elevated consciousness, not here in this planet where everything is 3D and so low. Most of the things are low vibrational. We're living in a very low vibrational planet where people find it difficult to give love. They feel like it's weakness to be in love. So unconditional love, I feel like it's quite impossible to experience. You might say that you love someone unconditionally. However, if you were to be very truthful if you were to be very honest with yourself, you love this person. But there's conditions. You love them if they are going to be with you. If they're not with you, you feel like, oh, you know, you need them. So I feel like you can't experience unconditional love here. And the twin flame connection is supposed to be unconditional love, because you're dealing with yourself. You were two souls that were separated. So you will meet on this earthly plane to teach each other lessons and help you become the greatest version of yourself, and then there's going to be a separation. I don't feel like you do get married and live happily ever after on this earthly realm if you're dealing with a twin flame connection. But I might be wrong. It's just my perception as a spiritualist. I've been doing a lot of these things for a while now, so that is just my understanding. I don't want you to continue going on this binge watching things where you're just watching tarot the whole day and this message is telling you this. You go to another reader, they tell you that. You go to another reader, they tell you that. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that, collective. Find, even if you have multiple readers that you watch readings from, I feel like you must limit to 2 videos or 1 a day. Like, don't go to 1, 2, 3. Then you end up being confused. Then you don't even know which reading to take. So you must have some specific reader that you know that this is where I get my information. And if you don't need to resonate with all the messages that the reader is doing. And I honestly believe that there's no way I can be reading for one person every day. You might find that from the readings that I do the whole week, you only resonate with one. So don't make it fit if you don't resonate with other readings. So you might find that there's no information for you. It's time for you to go and live your life and do other things, and you come check back your energy at a later stage. Don't sit and binge watch videos day in, day out, trying to understand what a person is thinking and feeling about you. That is not healthy. I will not advise you to do that. I do want you to watch my videos and keep on watching and all that, but that is not how I want to do my tarot. I don't want to mislead people. That is not why I do tarot. I don't want to be misleading. I don't want to be storytelling. I read the energy as I see it. So be careful of these things. Be careful of readers that are going to mislead you, tell you stories so you can keep on watching. I also do personal readings if you're interested in a personal reading that is more detailed and more catered to you. The information is going to be at the description box. If you want to get more of my content where I'm talking about spirituality and I'm posting more videos, join my Patreon. I recently just started the Patreon channel, so I'll be posting a lot there on Patreon, stuff that I might not even post here on YouTube. The reason why I started that channel is because I want to be able to get more equipment for my channel, because now I'm just shooting from my phone using a ring light, and sometimes I have a problem with lighting where it appears very bright because I can't control that lighting with the ring light. It's just very bright. So I just want to get like new equipment, get like a bigger table, you know, get lights, get a camera. That's the reason why I started the Patreon channel. So if you're interested in like maybe like donating to the channel, the information is on the description box. You can also just join my Patreon. That will be a very nice donation. $5 a month is not much. With that $5, we're able to get all the readings that I do. You know, with most readers, they will do a reading and then they'll be like, for an extended reading, you need to purchase for $10. Every reading, if you want an extended, you purchase for $10. With me, it's just $5 once off a month. So if I post 30 videos in this month, you get all the videos, extended readings for $5 only. So thank you so much for watching this video. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I just thought I should come here and explain these things so you don't get lost. You don't stay in this trap of like feeling like you are lost. I love you. Bye.